Jai Gurudev. So we were talking about each of the avatars in the Dashavatara. Today we will talk about the 8th avatara, the most popular one among all the avatars, which is the Krishna Avatara. Now Krishna represents the joy or the bliss in us. He was born to Devaki and Vasudeva. Now Devaki represents our body and Vasudeva represents the Prana Shakti. So when Prana Shakti moves inside the body, joy or bliss is born. That is when Krishna is born. He was born in the prison held by Kamsa. So when there is no happiness, our own body feels like a prison. Kamsa represents ego. He was the brother of Devaki, which means the ego is developed out of the body. Kamsa represents the ego. And Kamsa was always monitoring, so none of the kids could get born, and therefore he had the prison guards to watch over Devaki and Vasudeva. At the time of birth of Krishna, all the prison guards were asleep, which signifies that when all the senses are asleep, then only the true bliss is born. So whenever bliss is born, ego has no place. So eventually Krishna goes on to kill Kamsa. The love defeats the ego. So when Krishna was born, when his life was in danger, Vasudeva took Krishna to another town across the river Yamuna, which means that for love to be preserved, it has to be taken away from all the violence and ego. So this is significance of Janmashtami. And as we all know, Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to us. Gurudev says there's so much difference between Rama and Krishna. Krishna was born in the prison, Rama was born in the palace. When Rama was born, there was celebration. But when Krishna was born, there was fear. And when Rama was the perfect king and Krishna was the perfect servant, Rama was a perfect disciple while Krishna was a perfect guru. He went on to give Bhagavad Gita. And Rama is called a Maryada Purush, but Krishna was the most mischievous one. So they say Krishna is the most complete of all the avatars. See, he was a perfect yogi and also he knew all the aspects of the material world very well. He was deeply involved in politics, but still untouched by it. So wherever there is Krishna, and they say wherever there is Krishna, there the victory is for sure. So we have a lot to learn from the Krishna Avatara. So Krishna comes and his life was full of struggle, yet he was always smiling. And he had a feather on top of him, a peacock feather, which means that irrespective of many responsibilities he was taking, he took every responsibility very lightly. On his crown there was a peacock feather. So the meaning and symbolism of Krishna is immense. So we can go on talking about it. For now we'll understand that it is the 8th avatara and the most popular and the complete avatara. So this is about Krishna Avatara. Jai Guru.